China began its flagship security conference on Thursday with a message that undercuts its own theme. At the Xiangshan Forum in Beijing, built as platform for peace, stability, and dialogue, China's Defense Minister Dong Jun opened proceeding by renewing threats to take over self-ruled Taiwan, even by force if necessary. Restoring Taiwan to China, Dong told an audience of foreign generals and defense officials, was an integral part of post-war international order. In Beijing's framing, absorbing Taiwan is not a territorial grab, but the completion of decades-old global settlement. Yet the reality of warships, missiles, and near-daily incursions around the island paints a far more cohesive picture. Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te and his Democratic Progressive Party have repeatedly rejected Beijing's claim, insisting that the island is already a sovereign democracy whose future belongs to its 23 million people. Washington continues to sell arms and sail warships to the Taiwan Strait, while other democracies strengthen unofficial ties with Taipei. Against this backdrop, Dong warned that China would never allow any separatist attempt for Taiwan independence to succeed and was ready to repeal any external military interference. The Taiwan question hangs over China's entire security outreach. Beijing has stepped up military pressure on the island in recent years, from warplane sorties and naval patrols to large-scale exercise simulating blockades and amphibious assaults. In that context, Dong word sounded less like a legal argument about post-war order and more like a warning that time and patience are running out. The forum contradiction was striking, a showcase of China's soft power and international leadership that opened with hard-edged threats. Panels on cooperation and global stability ran alongside exhibit of hypersonic missiles and drones that had rolled through Beijing in a military parade earlier this month. China also repeated familiar attacks on external interference and coercing others into taking side, phrases widely read as a veiled criticism of United States. For China's leadership, the Xiangshan Forum is meant to be anti-Shangri-La dialogue, an Asian security meeting in Singapore where US officials often dominate headlines. By hosting dozens of militaries and positioning itself as a guardian of UN-centered international system, Beijing hopes to project a rules-based image, even as it signals its willingness to redraw borders. But Thursday's opening session underscored the tension in that strategy. China may want to be seen as a pillar of stability, yet its strongest applause line was a promise to use force against a thriving democracy. Trying to present itself as an architect of peace, Beijing ended up reminding the world that its grandest dialogue still carries the echo of marching boots.